Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Naxius, and today we're picking up where we left off with Disco Elysium. If you remember last stream, I actually managed to inspect the dead body that I was supposedly sent here to look after. But, you know, that was before I got on a bender so bad I forgot where I was, who I was, what I was doing, and how things work, so... Hey, yo, thanks for the 11 months, man. 11-month club. Woo! I think there's 2 people in that club. But thank you very much, sir. I lost my train of thought now. Fuck it, let's just get into the game. It's time to do some accidental racism. Hello, Loser Corner. It's good to see you, as always. Alright, so... I remember I just gotten access to it. What the hell is this? Temporary resource bonus. -1 authority? White morning? What the fuck? Indirect modes of taxation. People think communism was some crazy idea that had comeuppance 40 years ago, a fever that shook the world, to return again. They were right, until he woke up today, a spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the Oceanic Trench where it has been resting. How many skill points do I have? Okay, I have a skill point. Fuck it, guys. We're gonna learn about communism. Don't ask me how it works, but we're gonna look into communism here. Do I have... No. There's nothing else to be had. Okay, and what were we doing? A lot of shit. There was a lot of shit. Close the wire lock on Wednesday. Alright, we can call Sylvie using the shortwave. Alright. We're trying to figure out who made the call.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheat.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to a civilian.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005.
Wait to start the stream. It is
298.
Completely losing what I was saying. Perfect way to start the stream.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Of course, we gotta start.
She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
We gotta do some thigh smacking here.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles from here. Hello, this is police calling. I have some questions for you about your last day at work. Sylvie, I believe we went before. It is me, detective from the Whirling in Rags. Let's not pretend like she knows me. I don't even know myself.
Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You quit your job. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Well, why didn't you call? Did a course behind your work? That seems brash.
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Well, you see, if we got rid of capitalism, no one would be stealing the copper wires because it wouldn't do them any good.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay, well, now that I know that not everybody has a phone, there's no point asking the first
Yeah,
question.
Go on.
Have you seen my gun?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
Why? The corpse can't hurt you. I mean, it might give you disease that could probably potentially kill you, but it won't physically attack you unless there's zombies. Are there zombies in this world? No one's brought it up.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
It was me, wasn't it?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
It was me, wasn't it? She's trying to get rid of me.
What? No, why would you even think that?
He told me he asked you out. Don't be afraid of that pig you have yourself. So you do agree that quitting your job just because someone asked you out is an overreaction?
Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Yeah, see, I think it was me.
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else?
She doesn't sound like she's actually sorry. Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Damn right, I am the law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
The badge is
Oh.
missing.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Not my uniform, too. God, I should really look into that. Kim doesn't have a uniform.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
My actual composure has turned on me now.
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Should I just ask if she had seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
She sounds beyond exasperated. No, yeah, again, it's missing. I need...
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
And what?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
My drama has been trying to weed me off. Roll have the credits? What? Sorry?
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there.
Oh, she said half the game's name. Oh, I see. Sorry. She said the thing. Bro, so I think what you meant was roll half the credits, which that'd be really funny. Someone just says disco, half the credits roll, and it's like every time someone says disco, and you're like, God damn it. Every time you do this, I have to watch these goddamn credits. Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay.
There is silence on the other end of the line.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
I mean, that's technically the truth. I think I was spitting bars.
It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye.
I can succeed.
No,
No.
she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Sure it isn't about
Trust
me?
You wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak, yak. Nah,
Damn,
nah.
autocorrect fucking up your comedy. I mean, it happened to Jay a whole bunch of times in the stream.
No. You're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love. Matchmaker extra.
Yeah, damn right.
Help the poor girl out. Lest she turns into a spinster.
Women are just transactions. Jesus Christ. This game doesn't give a fuck. I'm happy to help, but maybe I can do it without all this internalized misogyny.
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore?
If that's what my honesty is, that's a problem.
You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Daddy is going to take you on his lap, little. I don't. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. This game is sponsored by the 90s. Well, we're talking about a whole bunch of communism, so would that still be 90s? Are we going back even further? All right, guys, what do you think? Should I try? I failed the empathy check, so now I'm doing dumb shit. Should I try hooking her up with the dude behind the counter, or should I just go, we need to fucking leave because this is weird? We would be refusing the love quest, even though it is wonderful. However, my quest log is getting really fucking huge at this point. Don't defend the woman. You're off to a good start, Loser Corner. You know exactly what to do, which is not offend the woman. I'm happy that somebody here seems to have a better head on their shoulders than whatever the fuck I'm doing here. Yeah, let's back off here.
You're just a gimp. What? You want to be more empathetic?
Yes.
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
Could you run a serial number for a pair of armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Okay.
Was there anything else? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft globe.
Okay, so I have to call it back tomorrow. Thank you, you've only dated once? Oh, come on, sir. You might think someone externally is a one, but come on, it's how you feel when you look at them. Were they ones? Oh, right.
Inside, You see a set of steering levers.
Yes,
a
let's
radio
turn on the headlights.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
No, Jesus, that was loud.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote.
They were lesbians, so you're not sure anymore?
We just need to stand in front of the machine.
Well, wouldn't that mean you got some sort of pull if they were willing to date you, despite you not being of the gender they're attracted to? That means you got game, son. Okay, so I gotta go walk in front of here.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it.
That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do.
I have a feeling I'm not going to like this record.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this? I walk the land, telling horrors and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. I don't know where that's out of pocket. I don't know where that number's coming from. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time.
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Got drunk like a megastar?
That does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Yeah, I told you I was a Supercop.
Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct.
Why does everybody
Now,
hate me, though?
Let's look at the last
I must,
row.
like, maybe it's true that I went downhill only recently.
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious Lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
Decline to elaborate.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
It gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Maybe I should find a
Why
hobby?
not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
I put those on forever ago. I forgot. I didn't know that they were matter like that.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Right, look around
A
here.
rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
Hey, Jay, how's my philosophy? Well, I'm internalizing some communism thoughts right now, seeing how that's going to work out for me. I figured we'd do a little bit of communism, you know?
Let me see. Right here.
And sailing the coast straight down to the Great Ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter. Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Thanks, tutorial agent. Name, unknown. My rank is still unknown. I am a superstar cop by 6. Apocalypse Cop 1, sorry 2. Boring. Definitely not boring. I am a bit of a communist, I see. A little bit fascist, just a little bit, though. We're not that fascist, just a little bit. Mostly communism, but also ultra-liberal. So we're definitely a left-leaning cop, a moralist. I'm not sure where that goes. Good cop, bad cop. I'm a 5. Do I have split personality disorder? Is that what that means? I have 0 honor. Not any honor whatsoever. How am I both? Well, listen, Jay. Sometimes I can be ultra liberal by being a communist. It's very simple. Still don't know where the fuck my gun is. Police officers get briefed about the cases they've been given. Sometimes they forget to brief them, though, and need to be briefed again. So communism is liberalism to the extreme? I mean, fascism. Oh, no. I'm just a little fascist. Only a little bit. Maybe I'm like, you know... I am ultra liberal, but a little racist. I don't know. By trying hard enough to never being a quitter. You see, you don't want to go all the way in one direction, Jay. You got to balance it out by going all the way in the other direction to feel a little bit, you know? Let's get a briefing.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Oh, so this is a struggle over who runs
Well,
Martinez.
Sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Kim is based.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it. I wonder what this says about me. Was I said that I was sent by my station? It's best to let you make the new move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There will be one conclusion. I am the finest we have, a hero cop set to outperform you in every way imaginable. An apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? I probably have an unbelievable kill count. Well, actually, we just found this out. I don't have a kill count at all. I'm apparently on the pacifist run somehow.
A good joke.
Yes, a joke. In truth, I will only mildly humiliate and outperform you. course it's a joke. Look at me. How can I compete with you? You probably have a ton of cases solved. But we've already established that I have more.
It's good we set this thing aside. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move. Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe.
I
No
am
one cares
Supercop.
about this place. They care about sports.
I
Most of
am
our
the
folks
law.
Don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange.
And people will know that I am the law. Maybe that's how I have a few fascist points, because while I'm ultra-liberal, I also believe that I am the law. So, by being the law, they're probably like, that sounds a little fascist.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Why did they send me? Oh,
Look at you.
I did it.
It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct
Ah,
57.
god damn it. Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my precinct sent me down this case because I'm a fuck up, like as a joke?
I've considered it.
Oh, dude, you weren't supposed to agree.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
So you are
I
the
am
finest.
of nothing.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
No. But you're old. You've made it this far.
I'm not.
Something has
I
brought
take
you.
offense.
We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Yay, I have morale healed.
What
Do we
you
know
want to
everything? Literally, I can't remember a single thing.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Did I say who
A
the victim
security guard
was?
or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
But excuse me, I'm the law around here? They can't be at that shit. I am the law. Let me just make sure it's perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right. You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? 3
Yes.
days ago,
Yeah, just see if
during
there's
that
anything
time,
else I didn't say.
the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Okay then. Was there anything else you want? Good.
Okay, nothing. All right, back to the journal. Okay, well, I can't scroll anymore, so that's good. Field autopsy, these two I can't do yet. Where is the rest of the armor? Talk to Kuno. Yeah, that should work out well for me. Interrogate the drivers about smuggling. Pay for damage. I don't have money to pay for damages. I still don't know where the badge is. A bunch of clothes in the trash. I still need to find music for the karaoke. How am I missing music for the karaoke still? God, I really have to ask Kuno what he knows. I should just beat the kid up. Like, is that a thing I could possibly do? Is just beat the shit out of him?
Fuck does Kuno care? Right, Pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Beneath Kuno. It would it be a little fascist if I beat the shit out of this kid? I mean, punching kids is probably fascist, but like, can't we all just be a little fascist every once in a while? I didn't know it could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Why not? I asked you what happened to his clothes. Love Kuno instead? Nah, no. I don't think that's actually. I don't think I mentally have the ability to love Kuno. I think we have two choices here, which is to either leave or beat the shit out of him. If I stick around, there will be no love. There will be dead Kumo smeared all over that body when I'm done with it, because I am just... Holy shit. What's so great about these pens?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival
Performance
shit.
crotch.
Amazing
Now we're
made over
talking.
By scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrap pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Alright, Pico, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains...
I gotta say, I feel like I made a really good choice going mental, because I succeed on a lot of this shit, which is good. It's just I can't seem to do any of the skill checks without any of the physical abilities or anything.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak
The-
louder,
what?
Kuno.
What? Who's fucking the mug? Guys, am I behind on something? Is Kuno some sort of genius? Because I can't follow this logic, so I don't know which one of us is the huge idiot.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know
Cool.
who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting two and two together here.
Can't beat up Kumo without physical. Yeah, I found that out.
Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
You will be when I throw your ass up there.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his note.
Not a fucking acrobat. Good. I've been so lost, Amber's about to have an alert.
It's a trap.
That would be a kidnapping. Who
Hurry,
kidnapped
Kuno.
your brain? Don't clap. I didn't. Okay.
Dunno. Keep that gardener used to work there.
Garner used to wear
Yeah,
that?
that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
His eyes get a little watery.
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
I mean the one woman by whirling in rags, that gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Clearly. Tell me something I don't know, you little shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
I should ask her about that.
It seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
But do we
If
want
I
to
were
know?
to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean you
Kuno
threw it away?
tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about
Do
material
I have to
shit.
go fishing?
Kuno's
Like,
a
what are we
fucking
doing
punk.
here?
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
These kids are sponsored by the NWA. Dude, I think they just took every insufferable trait they could give to a kid and put it all into this one character. As you can see, there's only 2 kids, so we got to split all the dumb shit that we hate about kids into these 2 characters, and then just let that loose. I mean, no, I understand. Like, there's been experiments that show that when kids are not supervised, they just start swearing. Like, it's the first thing they start doing. They'll try to be like a civilized society, but swearing is the first thing they just give up on. They're just like dropping all the words you're not allowed to say on TV, like within like 2 hours. So I guess it shouldn't surprise me, but it's just funny how these 2 characters have done more swearing than every other character in the game so far combined, including the fucking monologue in my head.
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Okay. No, he's talking in third person. You can vouch for that. You definitely did. There was apparently like a show years and years ago, and the whole premise of this reality show was that they took kids and put them like without parental supervision, and they had to like build a little society just to see if they could do it. I don't know if it was a game show and they won money at the end, but I remember hearing about this, and someone who was on, one of the kids that was on the show, wrote an article about it saying like, yeah, the first thing we did was start swearing. Right? Like the editing obviously had to take it out, a lot of it out or beep it out, but he also had to remove a lot of it for it to be okay with the network. And they were just swearing everywhere. Every single kid. Now, in the TV show, they only really made one kid swear. That was the one they decided was the bad guy. Because, again, when they edit reality TV, it's not really reality.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, I'll let that be.
Yes, pray pardon, sire. Better to let it be. I did not mean to make you paranoid.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
It wasn't regional.
I don't know. Some fucking...
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Where is it supposed to be? UK, USA, or any other European country? I don't think it's Earth. I feel like this is a fictional world they've built here. So, what it's mostly meant to represent, I feel like it's meant to represent the US more than anything else. But I don't know for certain.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Kuno's fuck gimp? Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
I mean, who he was before he
Kuno
died.
knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
They're confusing all
What are
everybody.
you talking about? What
I was
is
gonna say,
this
I just use
fucking
words this
song?
kid's not gonna understand.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. Sometimes about the marks, there are stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
See anything suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a faggoty.
Oh, what now?
Whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Can you at least insult me in a language I can understand? I don't speak shit for brains. Like, anything more than 3 syllables? It appears that way. Although, some of these swear words, I swear, had more than 3 syllables in it.
Fuck you.
He
Is there
says
another
you're
option here?
Stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
I hate words,
Words
too.
of fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
Has Kuno been to some kind of school? Probably a school for children with behavioral difficulties.
I have behavioral difficulties,
Watch
too.
out, Kuno. He's trying to relate to you.
Oh, shit, she's on to me.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about your handicap. Get a wheelchair or something. Kuno doesn't care.
You're a what? Flubberblub. I'm a for Gurgle gods.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Yeah, don't care. And I ask you
The
this.
kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Kuno.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno pig.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
That's some sort of gang name.
Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Maggie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you. Help. Pig's got...
Right.
He's got the Kuno hair. Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
I don't think he... Did he just ratio disabled? I don't think this kid gives a this kid is not woke. Let's put it that way. He don't give a shit about being politically correct.
Bang! Got fucked by the Kuno.
Okay, well, my morale's down, but at least I've learned some shit. Were you in the garden near the greenhouse?
Hello again, officer. How are things? Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Squint the eyes.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about.
She looks towards the yard and her expression
The
clears.
kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
Whoa, not whoa, telling a cripple in a wheelchair is just punching down. 0 class. Yeah, I have a feeling this kid is all about punching down. I wouldn't say he's up. I could say he's about punching up because this kid seems to want to fight everyone. He'll punch up, down, left, right, over, under, he'll do a reverse wrap around, uppercut. Like, this kid don't give a shit. And I'm feeling about leveling up physical just so I can punch him in the face. So
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
okay, see, I'm getting shit done. Shit's getting done. I don't really want to buy those pants. if I can avoid it. Okay, let's talk to Gart about the clothes. How much muscle do you need to fight a 10-year-old? Probably not a lot of muscle, but I am currently hung the fuck over, so it's a little bit different for me.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Now, this is some typical U.S. cop shit. Are you sure you even remember killing him? Maybe you had an episode and you don't remember killing the person. Are you sure? Are you sure? I've watched too many confession things on cops to just go, Jesus Christ. You guys don't want to do any work, do you?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes?
Okay. Who else has unauthorized access to whirling trash? Find this person, and you'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. Is this the game's way of telling me I'm not going to solve this anytime soon? This may take some time. Keep looking. I don't want those paints. do we track down the armor? I could level up. But where would I want to? Endurance. Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs? Okay. Ooh, don't want to... See, the thing is, I'm so worried about spending a skill point in this game because I don't know how badly I need any of it. Intimidate the public. That always sounds good. Yeah, let's charm the pants off some people. Let's leave. So I can still track down some armor stuff. Go talk to the person about the armor. Who knows about armor? Is it this guy?
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now? The little boy had it good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere.
That sounds right.
Cups in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
He thinks that.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
That's our technical
I did some
stuff.
research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Why are the
So,
boots
as I
hard to
count,
remove?
There are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
How am I curious? What about the leggings? I want to find one piece of it.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
What? What?
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
No, all of it.
He finds it unlikely that you will succeed in this.
Fuck you.
Esqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit.
Should I go
boards,
try to
virtual
punch the
hardware
big guy
machinery.
again?
Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Oh, really? I gotta lick boots, do I?
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
So now I'm assuming that just updates to... Oh, return and confront him. Sure, that worked out well for me last time. Kuno, get your ass over here. Wait, what does that say? Three T's, how idiomatic. Come back here. Kuno, get your ass over here. How dare you lie to me? I'm sure this won't make me lose another morale point.
Fuck does Kuno care? So?
He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing that armor down anyway.
Fuck? Okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Oh, guys, I think I broke him.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Fuck it. I'm probably that.
He's on
Yeah.
the raw crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
I know this boundary pushing thing is news to you.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up, 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 up.
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Pig, do you have any idea how fucking stupid that sounds? Kuno
Yes.
gives you hot fucking leads, snitch bit style, and you come back grief.
He just admitted he was a snitch. I'm gonna go tell everybody. How do I heal myself? I can't heal myself from morale failure. I'm dying for the abusive. I'm a masochist. What can I say?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm done. I don't even like
Yes,
cops.
It can be difficult to be on the receiving end of some.
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre.
I failed that check. Maybe I should try to come back later after I get that check. In the meantime, let's talk to some drivers. Gotta go on a goddamn journey to talk to drivers, but whatever.
Now it's turning into
The kid's the most dangerous thing in this game.
Snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity.
Okay. This guy's got nothing. Can I even get over there? Okay, I can get over there this way.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II.
Oh, that sounds a little
opulent,
full of yourself.
Father of Philip IV, the insane."
Okay, your son is insane. Is that something you really want to toss around?
What did he do?
Fuck.
You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would
I
you
like
know
can't
what
pass
this
these
guy
checks.
did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious.
Whatever, I'm sure it's not important. +1 physical instrument. You still have yet to figure out what this game is about? This game is about I'm a cop with amnesia because I went on too hard of a bender, got alcohol poisoning, can't remember a goddamn thing, and I'm trying to solve the murder that I was sent here to solve while being unable to remember anything, including who the fuck I am. They won't miss that.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile.
As to
on
all
her
this
face.
world building, I have no fucking idea myself.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money.
Grandma?
Maybe she's your... No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Hello?
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap fingers twice.
Am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality. I was actually hoping you could tell me that. Me? I am the law!
Then I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, Lowman.
I am the law! I am an inspiration because I'm the law. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s? So again, okay, we know we're in the year XX50 somewhere. We don't know what 2000, 3050. We don't know. When else could you have been?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero.
That is
Until you
specific.
came along, that is.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young.
Someone was.
Huh?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. This is Gabriel Buendero.
She shows you the photograph in lavish amber
A
frame.
strikingly handsome man looks straight at you.
Not as strange, not as handsome as me though, because you know I'm the embodiment of law.
Dark as an oil slick, and his jaw, the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
Sorry to
I
interrupt you,
wasn't
Raymond.
dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
I too can be nostalgic for movies. Remember when movie theater posters actually were like good and shit? Do you guys remember that?
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in meth, it was a golden age. Why
Please
not,
questions.
Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos and knickknacks line the dashboard. So do you think Judge Dredd is a nice outlook of a good society? I mean, do I... If I get to be Dredd, sure, I will rule with an iron but fair fist. For everybody else, it would suck balls. But for me, being Dredd... that sounds awesome. Is that a Romanian accent? I have no idea. But again, in this world, Romania might not exist. Whatever counts as a Romanian accent could come from, I don't know. Where did she say she was? Mesk or something? She settles against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Show me those your
Now
boots.
what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
Tell me about it.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro.
No.
Now, there was a real man.
There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
A size 37 is time. What measurement for boots do we use in this country?
I could have told you that from just looking at them. A size is 37.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
Kim giving me attitude now.
Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, thanks for the
Whatever
joke.
things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So, you don't know what you're hauling?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Do you actually pronounce it Iron? I heard that was a Canadian thing, but I don't know if my friend was being for real or just generalizing. Like, iron? Like, to iron something? The element iron? I mean, Canadians have weird things of saying things. I mean, like, if somebody was like, hey, man, do you want to go do something? I would say, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. And other Canadians would know exactly what I meant by that, even though I just said yeah and no in the same sentence.
Bad Hand Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Well, I mean, I pronounce it iron. I don't pronounce it iron. Well, it depends on how you want to pronounce. You're trying to get me to pronounce the ron at the end. I pronounce it iron. Is that not right? How else do you say iron? I'm about to have an existential crisis. Have I been saying the word wrong my whole life? You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
Pronounce this letter. Well, see, as a Canadian, I'm supposed to say Z, but I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z growing up, so I think Z caught on a bit more with me. But as a Canadian, I know it's Z. But even in Canadian schools, I think when they sing the alphabet, they say Z at the end. I don't think they say Z. I should ask my daughter when they teach her in school, what do they say? Because now I don't know. Never really thought about it, actually.
Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest.
I mean, potato. I was just curious if it was part of the Canadian culture. I'm a jackass that likes learning. No, I'm just kind of curious. Is there another way to say it besides iron? Because now I'm curious. But you see, that's the thing. As a Canadian, it does sometimes, like, shock me what is Canadian versus the U.S., since we are culturally very similar. Especially with vernacular and stuff like that. So it does, every now and then I get caught off guard by something like, even like the candy we eat. When someone's like, oh, Coffee Crisp is Canadian. And I'm like, a bar that tastes like coffee sounds really American. You're telling me that's a Canadian thing? Color me surprised. Like, I found out ketchup chips aren't in America. Why don't you guys want ketchup chips? I mean, they're not great. But that sounds American, you know? Why in Men in Black is it pronounced Zed? Because Zed probably just sounds like a more badass name than Z. We'll go talk to Z. Or we need to go listen to the boss man Z. No, you say the boss man Zed. Ed. They say yeah, nah in Australia too. Well, yeah, their version of yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like as a Newfoundlander too, it does like I know that we take language from Ireland, but again, until I listen to Irish people talking and the words and phrases that they use, do I realize, because some of it you just think is just Newfoundlander, you know? Like saying something is deadly as a good thing, I thought was exclusively a Newfoundland thing. But no, I've run into Irish people on Twitch that use it the same way too. They say deadly as a good thing. From traveling, I found we're so British, we as in NL, but yes, Irish too, also very, very British. Well, we both descend from the motherland in Europe. I mean, like, all our roots come from England. But Newfoundland specifically just stuck a lot of Irish culture. So we get to get some of those words. Hey, Yola, if you want to learn something, here, I have a trivia question for you. What European country does Canada share a border with? Figure that out while I continue the game here. These epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. Where can I get my hands on an experience like that?
You know?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
I want to ask you if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs.
I want to do that.
For commerce, the lifeblood of my... For the glory of the World Republic, liberation of the spirit and body.
Loma, what in the name of
I
God are
don't
you
know.
talking about?
Let me put it another way. Are you smuggling drugs to Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Technically, it's not a border. Is it? We actually do border a European country now. It became official a few years back. Don't ask me the actual year, but it is official now. Yeah, Canada stopped fighting about the island a few years back, which makes me sad. No, for sure. YOLO, if you're still listening, here's a little history lesson for you. As you know, Canada is very close to Greenland, and Greenland has a bunch of little islands around it. And there was one particular island where Canada and Greenland, which is owned by Denmark, were having a war over. As in, Denmark put a flag on the island and said, this belongs to Denmark. And every once in a while, a Canadian ship would show up, knock the flag over, put the Canadian flag down, and then leave booze for people from the Denmark army to show up. Because they would show up later, drink the booze, knock the Canadian flag over, put the Denmark flag up, and leave booze behind for the Canadians. And this went on for years, apparently, just knocking flags over and leaving booze behind. But apparently, finally, a few years ago, they agreed to split the border down the middle. So, half the island belongs to Canada, and half the island belongs to Denmark. So, technically, Canada borders Denmark by just a little bit. But we do share a border. I sincerely doubt there's any customs at that border, though. I doubt if you went there, you would actually, see anyone. Oh, you thought I was talking about St. Pierre? No. We don't share a border with them, because technically you're correct. They are an island. But yeah, no, that is France, but we don't actually share a border because we don't touch it. It's out in the ocean, little ways away. But you see, that's where a lot of people's head would first go if I brought that up, especially if they're from Newfoundland. They would think of St. Pierre and Miquelon. But no, this little Denmark island is my most favorite piece of history I've ever heard. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grat. And the U for 1A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grat, Loman?
Oh, no, that's why I'm asking you.
Loman, obviously.
Okay, I heard parts of that. I'm at work as Denmark violent? No? Well, you only heard parts of it, but no, we had a war with them in which we just kept knocking each other's flag over at the island. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got shot. We just passive-aggressively kept knocking each other's flags over and leaving booze behind so the other side could get drunk on them. Sounds pretty non-violent to me. I think most wars would eventually get settled if all we did was knock flags over and get drunk together. There'd be a lot fewer wars, I feel. If you were to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs? Fuck it.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
Okay. Never mind.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the filters of
Also, hi, Holly.
It's a good palette cleanser.
I pulled you out of hibernation with this conversation.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Did I watch Black Mirror? I haven't had a chance to watch any TV since Monday. I have had a week. Let me tell you. It's been a week. Like, that is my problem when it comes to something like TV. I much prefer movies over TV now because TV is such a time investment. And for a little while, I was like Jay. If I started a TV show, I felt like I had to finish it, even if I didn't like it. Now, luckily, I've gotten out of that. If I watch a show and it's not good, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. But it's a time investment that I don't have a lot of time. Do tell, it's not like it's anything interesting. It's just, I hung out with my wife on Tuesday evening, and we were watching some of the YouTube series she likes to watch. We're watching The Pit on Crave. Because my wife is not a fan of Black Mirror. She's not into science fiction in general, for the most part.
Yes, go. Enough jump.
So there was that, and then so Wednesday was like, I thought about trying to watch some TV, but I'm also in a real big spot where I'm trying to work on achievement grinding on my Steam profile now. I have so many games I haven't played that I'm actually trying to go out and get my achievements now. And if I'm doing a game that doesn't allow for me to do both, listen to a show and play a game, I don't turn the TV on. Because the game I was playing had dialogue, and I can't do two dialogues at once. I go insane. I don't understand how there are people that can do it. My wife can do it sometimes. I don't know how the hell she manages. It would drive me insane trying to listen to two voices at once.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine. The windows are clear.
So I've only seen. Oh, there is the racist driver up there. I do have to talk to him. Can I get down there? Is that a thing? No? Okay. I understand if I had a friend try to get me into a game and listen to an actual show, I felt like I needed a straitjacket. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't understand. That was the one benefit to playing as much World of Warcraft as I used to play. World of Warcraft doesn't really have a lot of dialogue. There was actually a time when I wouldn't even have the sound on in the game. So that was a perfect game to watch a TV show or something to. I was able to watch a show in that sense. But
looking for something
lately, where I've been trying to go through Steam and play the games in my catalog and go and try to earn achievements that I've been leaving for years and years to do. I don't have time to watch TV, or even watch movies. I used to watch a lot of movies, like I said, because they're a shorter time investment.
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Ooh, what games? What have I finished in the last little while? I finished all the achievements for BioShock Remastered. I got all the achievements for Wolfenstein The New Order, and I'm almost done Wolfenstein Young Blood. I'm probably going to play Wolfenstein 2 after that, because I bought that years ago and haven't played it yet. That's that game I played, Spec Ops: The Line, on stream. I got all the achievements in that. There's one achievement left for me to get in Doom plus Doom 2. So I'm going to work on that soon. I'm currently playing Life is Strange 2 off stream. I did get an achievement in Dead by Daylight today. You know, add that to the bucket of 200 odd achievements. So no, I've been... Like, it's amazing when I'm not playing World of Warcraft how I can get these other games done. Fuck, World of Warcraft took a lot of time. Alright, so we've established that the racist lorry driver is racist by showing him a racist mug and he laughed at it.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Watch your stance on drugs.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag of the cigarette.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Have I had any issues loading a DVD lately? No. But I play on PC. I have no idea what it's like on the console. There's an event going on, so I don't know if it's causing any connectivity issues. There isn't a new chapter going on right now, though. There's a new chapter coming soon, but that would be on the PTB, so that shouldn't be affecting your connectivity. Are you sure it's not just where you are? Because you've said before how your remote location tends to just not like the interwebs.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
I see. I'm a high-value man. I don't pollute my body with anything. I'm so high value. Drugs are gay. Because I'm a high-value man, and anything I don't like is gay. Oh, that rhetoric is so fun. Yeah, no, I don't think it's happened. Like, I'm not having a problem, but again, I'm on PC, so I'm not in the same boat as you anyway. This newer Wi-Fi I've used lately has been better for playing online, just not streaming. Probably, yeah, no. Streaming takes up a lot of would take up a lot of Wi-Fi. So if your Wi-Fi is not great, hold on, but they make alcohol in a minute or two. I was told they do. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of my place. It's our responsibility to keep the poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much.
Get the 3 GBs like me. I sincerely doubt where YOLO is he can get the 3 GB Wi-Fi. He's Canadian, YOLO. Our companies are different. Same sort of monopoly problem, but different companies. Yeah, but see, because Jay and I can get, like, fiber optic internet where we live. I sincerely doubt you're getting fiber op out in the middle of... Do you live in a swamp? Is it a swamp? Should we go full stereotypical? You live in a swamp, right? Look at this guy. He's mad about the booze. The foreign piss booze.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Why are you still hanging around here for? Most of the other Camineiros have
What
left.
do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
20 miles from the swamp, but there's a few micro swamps around. Yeah, CJ, I don't think he's getting fiber up out there, so I don't think he's getting 3 GB internet. I love how Jay in his own little mind is like, anyone can get 3 GB. Tell the people in Labrador to get 3 GB fiber up, Jay. See how that goes for them. He'll be on my ass like ass cancer. This guy's got away with words.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him, I
It's a
guess.
fucking travesty is what it is.
If not you, then who's running drugs to
Isn't
Terminal
it
B?
obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
How fast is Elon's Wi-Fi? Maxed out at 240 megabits per second. So not fast at all is what you're saying.
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is...
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting.
140 per month plus 500 up front. I mean, certainly doesn't sound worth it to me. But then again, if you live in like out, away from a city, maybe that's the only way to get decent internet. 240 is not great, but better than dial-up.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, so you're just a racist.
Suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so wish.
Alright, so he's by the... Whoops. He's by the canal. Oh, I think I just loaded by accident. What pisses me off is I'm a mile out of both of the big providers around. Well, have you thought about moving your house? Not moving, just moving the house. Is that a thing you can do?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley...
Oh, this guy again.
Sealang is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool.
I am very cool.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yes, but for unrelated reasons. Well, I was going to pick up my house with a bunch of balloons like the movie Up. It's easier than moving, But the government said something about a permanent address being a problem if I just willy-nilly did that. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got Personal style.
Hey, Jay, look at all the best viewers I can get. I'm sure if I go to that website, it won't leave a Trojan on my computer. He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Persuade him to give you some money.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Think of it
An investment?
as an investment.
What kind of investment?
An investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane.
I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
Let's start with 5.
What? Only a $5? You can't even buy a pack of Royal Extras with that. Let's make this one stick, my man.
10
real
Real
is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
All right, I've just manipulatively robbed a man.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All reversal. Very cool. I like your style,
What's
officer.
your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Jay, all you did was type a bunch of M's. I don't know if you're trying to communicate what's going on there.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I am super into drugs. How does everyone have a different foreign language? Where are we? Well, I'm getting the impression that this is a hub town of sorts. There seems to be a lot of shipping in and out. Have you lost your mod status? No. You still have your moderation flare. Is it... Have the bots become sentient and you can no longer ban them? I'll They've become too powerful, Jay. I'm super into drugs.
Very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Lord driver is transporting drugs. Oh, fine.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am
The boss got that 5G.
I'm just a street vendor.
Have I forgotten how to ban? Well, see, you're on mobile, so I don't know, but, like, you click on the name of the person, and it gives you a bunch of options. Like, you can follow, whisper, give them a sub, or invite them. But underneath that, there's symbols for banning, timeout, warn, and mod them. I could mod the bot. I'm sure that wouldn't have any problems. There you go. You did it. Good job. You did a heckin' ban there, Jay. Good job. You want to good? Is it on Lord Driver? I'm just a street fighter. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
I thought the word ban was there under the cross. It was under the crossed out circle.
So you admit
No.
you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm okay. Maybe I'm a lorry driver too.
Oh, good job.
But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me you were embarrassed to tell me. Stop screaming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life.
Did they take that away?
I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Well, there's no words on the PC version either, so I guess not. I guess they did take the word ban away. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
Gotta watch out for the drug crowd. They're everywhere.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I emphasized the fuck there.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth.
A tiny bit.
Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is it lady who points to the pale driver? The dazed out one?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who
All of
talk?
them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
Right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Okay. Do I go back to the old lady? Or actually, I'll go back to the cool guy. He might know who the lady is.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind? I don't want to talk about that.
Suddenly uncomfortably looks away. Why do you know something? What about it? I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. Looks like she might be involved in some drug trafficking.
Man, I was hoping she'd catch a break. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some mastermind evildoer. And I don't know where she is. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
He sounds like he's from Ralph's Motherland from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Might be what they're going for.
Again. Not
Where did you get your inspiration from? Well, you see. It was a show.
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? A youngish woman. Gruff, but...
So not the weird old lady.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
The lady driver just find a female with keys. Case solved? No? If they're not going to be specific, why should I?
It won't come to that. We won't pursue.
I'll just keep rounding up the ladies with keys, tell them I'm the law, and eventually I'll find the right one, right?
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
Is that snitching? It's just a few questions. Life is just a joke.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Wait. Her mind? Wait, hey, we should just get to the lorry.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
Fine, I don't want to
Thank
force
you,
him.
friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Okay, well, I can probably trust the racist to rat her out, so let's go have a word with the racist before we end for the evening, shall we? Or not.
Looking for something? I don't know what you're talking about.
First, you knew something didn't do
He
it.
did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Cross my arms and
Then
nod.
I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug.
I see, Kim. We're relating. We're doing relating stuff.
Adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
Turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up. as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Really? That was a very sudden morale flush there. I asked a question and then just died.
Creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness. Whatever, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a...
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the...
Well, we'll try again tomorrow. Great way to end with me getting... Kim did fuck him up, but I couldn't capitalize because my dice rolls suck, apparently. We'll try again tomorrow. So that's where we're going to end for this evening. So thanks, Jay, Lucia Corner, Yolo, and Holly for hopping in and chatting. Thank you, Bot, for coming in and upping my numbers briefly before you got banned. But yeah, so I will be back tomorrow night with some more Disco Elysium, assuming nothing comes up in between now and then. And then I'll be back Monday for Doom Mod Monday. So I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everyone. Man, that I took it really hard. It was just, look, just tell me what you know, and then immediately just falls into despair. I didn't even get an answer.